she's saying, yeah, but you've got 10 now. You have 11 of them or whatever, every color. So you're like, okay, but they weren't the good quality ones. So so anytime I got something nice, I put it away. I don't wear
So
it. I don't use it. And
I'm going to chime in here. She's talking about something very relevant to me. I'm writing about this. I'm writing about mother wounds in some way, so I couldn't help but chime in here. Now, I remember Brooke Shields because she's my generation. I remember Blue Lagoon. It was very controversial because I was a young teenage girl. The movie's about a young teenage girl getting stuck on an island, has her first experiences, all of that. And so hearing this is actually really fascinating. I think a lot of celebrities are coming out recently talking about their childhood, their attachment to their mothers and their experiences, which I think are really great. Here,
everything that's mine is yours. But
she
I said,
shares
you
about
have
like
to
how her mother,
understand that
has passed on her attachment to things, how now she's become someone who saves her stuff, right?
and I don't use them. I don't enjoy them. What am I saving them for?
She's talking about how she'll get nice things but never wear them. She puts them away, but now that she has a daughter, her daughter has kind of confronted her on that and says, why do you do that? If you don't wear them, I'll wear them. And now she's in therapy. She's asking herself, why do I do that?
Well, that's why I was like,
And so here's my thoughts on why this happens.
Why am I therapist? Yeah, listen, she said
Because this is very familiar to me. I think when you grow up in a scarcity mentality, again, like she said, passed on by your mother. My mom grew up in the war, Korean War. And so she's a hoarder. She would hoard everything. And that kind of passed on to me. And so when I had nice things or things that I thought was valuable, and this is connected to how you feel about yourself and value, right? And security and safety, money equals safety. And so you think you have valuable things and you hide them away. You think it brings some kind of false security, but it doesn't. Also, it's society's construct of what's valuable. Now you have something like that. It's fascinating that, again, this doesn't escape you, regardless who you are and status, and if you're famous or not. Your childhood really matters. So here the audience is shaking their head
What
yes
is this, Doctor?
to something that she just said about saving her Chanel sweater, not wearing it, but when her daughter wears it, she feels like angry at herself. And Oprah asked the therapist, why is this happening?
I'm losing power. My daughter, beauty is power, attention is power, the ability to get things and hold them. Power,
So
the way I structure
the therapist is talking about power. I would just want to add to that. In my opinion, I think this has to do again with what her mother has done unconsciously or consciously about the scarcity mentality, as well as it being connected to value, meaning who she is. I don't know a lot about Brooke Shields. I know she just did another episode about her mother, which I'm about to watch.